Oh, look, sir.
What is it?
Well, there's no reading on radar number 3.
What? It looks like a total frequency blackout. Harrison, do you think it's some sort of advanced Soviet stealth bomber jamming our radar system?
No, sir, I think it's broken.
Broken? Well, if there's been a major malfunction, why didn't we know about it?
Because, sir, the piece of equipment which detects when a piece of equipment isn't working.
Right. Well, run a thorough systems check on the computer, Harrison. Print out a detailed status report. I want that fault located.
Aha.
What is it?
Well, sir, I think a radar dish tends to work better without a bird nesting in it.
A bird? Nesting in our radar dish? Well, I never. Cheeky little rascal. Go and shoot it, Tinch.
I wouldn't recommend that, sir, not unless our kitchen needs a giant sieve.
Ah, as you were.
It's just over there, sir.
Wait a minute.
What can you see, sir?
Binoculars?
Yes, sir. But what can you see through the binoculars?
Not mine, Tench. There! Behind those bushes. There's an intruder spying on us.
And where were they? Sitting pretty as usual. They weren't bothered about it because we were the ones who had to bear the brunt of it.
Dougie, I don't really think you can blame the English for starting the Ice Age.
Maybe not. But they didn't do anything to stop it.
I thought so. I've just seen an osprey flying around up at the RAF base.
Oh, you'll not see an osprey around here. Not nowadays. When I was a boy, there were dozens of them, gliding majestically over the pines before plunging into the loch and making off with their catch.
Well, what happened to them?
We shot them. They were stealing our fish.
An osprey in Auchnacluchnie. This is tremendous news.
No, Dad, please don't even think about it.
Ailey, this hotel will be packed with bird watchers. Now, we'll need to get some new bed linen for the rooms and some of that dried, smelly stuff you put in bowls.
What, porridge?
And some hand towels and a fire extinguisher. And those little soaps with Guthrie's Hotel stamped on them.
Dad, it's half-term. I'm on holiday. I've already arranged to go on a picnic.
Oh, Ailey, please, this could start the ball rolling. I'll be able to expand the business, take on some staff.
Ian, it was an osprey she saw flying around, not a pig.
I've captured the spy, sir.
Now steel yourself, Harrison. You're about to come face to face with a ruthless and highly trained killing machine. Keep those hands up.
Is this really necessary?
I'm asking the questions. Now let's see some identification.
My name is Elizabeth McIntyre.
I said keep those hands up.
How do you expect me to produce identification if I'm not permitted to move my hands?
You won't talk your way out of this one, Olga. Now, who you working for? KGB? PLO?
RSPB.
You swine.
The RSPB is not a terrorist organisation.
Yes, I believe it aims merely to protect birds, not establish a separate bird state. She's a bird watcher.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Harrison. How'd you explain these? And this? And this? Yeah, you may have a point. At ease, Tinch.
Shall I go and shoot that bird now, sir?
You will do no such thing. That bird is an osprey, and this is a protected species notice.
Appears to be an order, sir. The nest mustn't be disturbed until the young have hatched.
Now, look here, Mrs. McIntyre. We cannot allow a bird to interfere with national security. Where will it all end? No night bombing, a badger might get hurt. Can't invade China, there's a panda in the way. No. That bird has to go, and no bird notice is going to change my mind. No, not even one that's been countersigned by their patron, Air Commodore Henry Barraclough. Mrs. McIntyre, please. You can assure the Air Commodore that that osprey will have the entire forces of NATO at its disposal.
Your men had better be vigilant, Wing Commander. Thieves will go to great lengths to get hold of one of those eggs. And there are heavy penalties for even revealing the whereabouts of an osprey nest.
Welcome to this extraordinary meeting of the RAF Village Liaison Committee.
Before we start, can I make a point of order?
Oh, if you must.
Why is this an extraordinary meeting? It's Wednesday night.
Is it?
Yes, he's right, sir, and since Wednesdays is when we usually have these meetings, technically this is an ordinary meeting.
No, Harrison. This is an extraordinary meeting that just so happens to take place on the night of the ordinary meeting.
So when will we have the ordinary meeting?
I don't know, tomorrow night?
Surely that would make it the extraordinary meeting.
Look, the point is, Guthrie, I have received information that you're organising some bird-watching trips, and I'm afraid...
Is this true, Mr. Guthrie?
Yes, I have an entire hotel full of bird watchers arriving tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm surprised at you, Mr. Guthrie. I know what these bird watchers get up to. Don't tell me that a group of adults sit around in the bushes all day just watching bird life.
Tragically, that is all they do.
Well, I'm sorry, Guthrie, but I cannot allow these bird watchers of yours to come anywhere near the base.
Why not?
Tell him, Harrison.
Well, for one thing, I believe the location of a protected species has to be kept a secret, but also I'd be a little concerned for your guests' safety if they came up to the base.
Why is that?
Because we'd shoot them.
Night, Dad.
Oh, good night. I'm just getting everything ready for our guests arriving.
Right. Have you drawn up a rota for using the trouser press yet?
Oh, no. But I have put a complimentary packet of haggis and onion crisps in every room.
I don't stay up too late.
Have you got any eggs?
There's some in the fridge. Why?
Just checking.
Well, I'm not surprised it's late. Those old J-class locomotives are prone to axle fatigue.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I'm ashamed to say, but in my younger days, I used to be a train spotter. Oh, yes, long ago.
Right, everyone. Welcome to Guthrie's Hotel. I hope you've all settled into your rooms.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, and remember, whoever's in Kingfisher, don't flush the toilet when the shower's in use or you'll scald the people in Puffin. Can I just check? Has anyone ever seen an osprey's nest before?
Oh, yes. I have twice.
Oh, good. Well, before we go to see the actual osprey itself, would anyone like to have a look at some of the other magnificent and varied bird life we have here?
No, I don't think so.
So it's just the osprey, then?
Yes, please.
Right, well, if you get your things, I'll see you outside in the back.
So where did you get to last night?
I just popped out.
What's this?
Oh, it's just a twig.
Well, I must confess, when I was a boy, I used to be an autograph hunter. Yeah, I hear some celebrity was coming into the country, and I travelled miles just to catch a glimpse of them.
Really?
Right, everyone, we're here. The Auchnacluchnie osprey nest.
Oh, yes, what a magnificent sight.
Look at the work that's gone into that nest.
Isn't it a bit low for an osprey's nest?
It's higher than it looks. I imagine. Oh, look! Look! I think you'll find there might be an egg in there, too.
Yes, that's definitely an osprey's egg. You can tell by the characteristic brown speckles.
They're dark red speckles.
Actually, it's burnt sienna.
Excuse me, where's the mother?
Mother? Oh, you must have frightened her off. You'll just have to wait till she gets used to you.
Don't worry, we'll be here. Yeah. Bird watchers have infinite patience.
Would you like a beer, sir?
Oh. Isn't it your turn for guard duty?
No, sir. It's tartan watch tonight.
Oh, I see. Only I don't want to take any chances. Not with the Air Commodore involved.
Yes, quite so.
Do you think those eggs really are as valuable as Mrs. McIntyre says?
Yes. Apparently there are people willing to pay thousands of pounds for them.
That much, eh? Must be pretty tasty.
Halt! Who goes there? Oh, no, you don't. Get back.
I had a duck egg once. Nothing special. Now, a quail's egg. What on earth were you playing at, Tench?
I had no choice, sir. The egg had to be defended. I issued a clear warning. We're trained to shoot when attacked, sir.
Not when attacked by a kitten.
And you're a rotten shot. Still, no harm done. As long as our osprey's all right.
Ah, on that subject, sir, I'm afraid it appears to have gone.
Gone?
Yes, it's almost as if it was scared off by a loud firing noise.
I'm sure she'll be back, sir.
Until that osprey returns, I want you on round-the-clock surveillance.
Where has that stupid bird got to?
Have you got one of it looking up?
Yes, I'm on my feet.
Right, everyone, come along. Time to get back.
You'll disturb the osprey.
The osprey. Dear God, look! Quick! There's an osprey! There's an osprey in the nest! How did that get there?
Well, it is an osprey's nest, Mr. Guthrie.
Isn't it a bit low for an osprey's nest?
Excuse me.
Yeah, just a minute, Diggy.
Any chance of a drink?
Right. Can you not just serve yourself?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Why not? You've been doing it all morning.
Exactly. I don't think I can stand up. Ah, the very man.
Oh, I could use one of them myself. Dougie, I think I'm seeing things.
You too.
Dear Air Commodore, I accept full responsibility for failing to hatch the osprey, and have therefore taken the only honourable course open to me by ending my life forthwith. Take that up to Tench, get him to sign it, would you?
Sir, I really don't think you should order Tench to kill himself.
He'll thank me for it one day, Harrison. It's nothing to what the Air Commodore will do to him.
Yes, only I think there might be a slightly more practical alternative. Oh, hello, Ailey, it's me. We've got a bit of a problem up here. No, you don't have to evacuate the village again. We need a little help with our nature studies project.
Very good of you to lend us a hand, Miss Guthrie.
Well, to be honest, I was glad to get away. Look, it'll need to be a lot warmer if it's going to hatch. Have you got a hot water bottle?
No, but I think I might have something in the airing cupboard. Go and get it, would you, Tench? It's a sort of lamp thing.
Righto, sir.
So, the mother osprey just flew away?
Flew the coop, Miss Guthrie.
Complete mystery.
So where's my dad been taking these bird watchers, then?
You mean they're still here?
Yeah.
Well, what have they been doing?
Ruining my half-term holiday.
Is this it, sir?
Yep, that's the one.
You know what, sir? You'd only gone and left it switched on.
Oh, really?
Must have been on a long time. There were these funny-looking plants growing under it.
Oh, really?
So, Miss Guthrie, what's the next move?
Well, basically, we just have to wait. But you could get on with defending the Western Hemisphere.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Well, come on, men.
I'm sorry for the delay in serving you, but my daughter insisted on taking the evening off.
That's quite all right. Oh, and charge those to me, would you? I'm in Pelican.
Yes, he's the one with the enormous bill.
Enormous bill. Oh, that's a good one.
So, as the red grouse is only found in the British Isles, they should have called the whiskey not very famous grouse.
Gentlemen, we have a fine tradition of hospitality in Scotland, so I'm afraid I'll have to leave you at once.
Oh, why's that?
Because if I stayed any longer, I'd be forced to strangle you.
Well?
No news, sir.
Well, right, men, back to work. Maximum concentration. Status report number 1, screen. Tench.
All clear, sir.
Good. Are you sure everything's all right in there?
If I didn't know you were a military man, sir, I might almost think you were going a bit soft.
Soft? Who, me? No, no. Just the sooner we get rid of that stupid bird, the sooner we can get back to a proper military regime. Do you think it'll be a boy or a girl?
Good night then, Mr. Guthrie.
Good night.
Thanks. Good night now. Dougie, I know they're a pain. I'm as fed up with them as you are. Do you know I caught one of them yesterday opening up his pillow to identify the feathers?
Well, how much longer until this egg hatches?
Well, I should... Dougie, I've got a confession to make.
So, how's the new arrival?
Well, it seems okay, but we will need to get it back to its mother.
Oh, can't we keep it?
It's a bird of prey, not a budgie.
Please. I'll look after it. I'd feed it every day.
Well, we have got 2,000 tins of salmon in the stores.
Mm-hmm. And how are you going to teach it to fly?
Well, this is the RAF, Miss Guthrie. Besides, our base could do with a new mascot. After what happened to Flopsy.
I did say sorry, sir. And I've fixed the tumble dryer.
Well, look, you can't keep it here. We'll need to find the mother.
Not much chance of that.
Yeah, it's a pity we can't just take it to the other osprey.
The other osprey?
Well, the one Mr. Guthrie takes the bird watchers to every day. I've seen him through my binoculars. It's nesting in a tree down by the big lake.
So that's where he's been taking them.
Of all the stupid ideas, how on earth did you think you'd get away with it?
I don't know. I suppose I hoped they'd get bored and go home.
Bored? That lot. They're bird watchers. They want to be bored. They spend their whole life seeking out new levels of boredom.
What am I going to do?
Well, Ian, you just have to tell them the truth.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Be gentle with it, Simon.
Sod.
Right. One mother and chick safely reunited. Oh, and, I found this.
It's laid another one.
No, I think this may be your father's work.
How do you know?
Well, I can just make out some rather unusual markings. Best before 13th of April.
Right then, everyone, if I could have your attention. Now, before you commence your day's bird watching, there is something you should know about the egg. That egg is not, technically speaking, the egg of an osprey. No, in ornithological terms, well, it would perhaps be more accurately described as the egg of a size 3 free-range chicken. What is it? What are you all looking at?
Would you like to see the osprey chick, Mr. Guthrie?
You're very privileged, Mr. Guthrie. This is a very rare event.
Rare? It's a bloody miracle.
How's that radar, Tench?
Radar number 3, functioning normally, sir.
Does that mean it's working or broken?
Working, sir.
Well, it's good to know that even though the security of the nation rests on our shoulders, we can still find the time to show a little kindness to one of our fellow creatures.
You do realise that ospreys often return to the same nesting site, sir?
Do they? Better put some razor wire around that radar dish, Tench.
All right, sir. We've already installed the RAF's latest state-of-the-art bird deterrent technology.
I'm telling you, Dougie, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd never have believed it.
It's a strange beast in nature.
Nature? Nature's got nothing to do with it. I bought those eggs from a cash and carry. Hello,
Ah, Mr. Guthrie.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm from the RSPB. I've received information that you know the whereabouts of an osprey and its young.
Yes, I actually do know that, yes.
Well, I'd be grateful if you would kindly show me to the nest.
Right, I'll take you up in the van.
You can consider yourself lucky that no harm came to that osprey chick, Mr. Guthrie. The eggs of a protected species are of enormous importance. Within every shell is a living creature that could literally mean the difference between the survival of a species and extinction.
Right. Before we go, it might interest you to know that I've got another 5 in the fridge.